Welcome everyone to my super amazing channel. Today's story will definitely have you rolling on the floor laughing. Nomi couldn't help but notice this handsome guy. They hit it off like fireworks, and Nomi even thought their features could paint a masterpiece. Honestly, when love strikes, there's no stopping it. But her dad was there throwing cold water on her dreams. Her dad thought this guy was acting like a pro at romance, warning Nomi to keep her distance, but Nomi was already head over heels for him. Naturally, she ignored him, argued fiercely with her dad, and her phone live-streamed it to that handsome guy. So, she decided to deal with this roadblock first, and tonight just happened to be a crazy sleepover with her bestie. While they were chatting away, completely ignoring their phones, this handsome guy was sneakily controlling Nomi's phone. He first sent Nomi's dad an apology text, and then added a link, trying to get him to click it, saying his friends were playing with it. Nomi's dad didn't think much of it. After all, his daughter was apologizing, and he was feeling pleased, unaware that link was a virus. Next, this handsome guy monitored Nomi's dad's phone and learned his package had arrived, so he pretended to be the delivery guy and dropped it off. When Nomi's dad went out to grab it, the handsome guy suddenly appeared from behind and hosted a little meeting with a brick. Suddenly, it started raining, which washed out the bodies that the handsome guy had buried in the mountain, and the police began to dig late into the night. In the end, they discovered 8 dismembered bodies at the same spot. It was like a real-life mystery. The destroyed fingerprints and acid-scarred faces literally sent shivers down spines. Oldie was really impressed by his son's hiding skills, but he stumbled upon a bottle of tree nutrient, which was just bizarre. Who would be out in the wild giving nutrients to trees? Oldie wondered, and then found another grapefruit tree nearby. Even crazier, there was a sign hanging on this tree that read "You done wrong," and old Yu nearly fainted when he saw it. He thought to himself, could these bodies be related to his incompetent son? So he decided to try to contact his son and ask if he planted that grapefruit tree, and ended up sneaking his wife's phone. But he found out his wife had been chatting away with their son, who was constantly asking for money, which was just laughable. Out of options, old Yu tracked down the mailing address, and when he found no one inside, he snuck in. Once inside, he was shocked. The nail polish on the table matched the color of the one on the corpse's hand exactly. The girl in the photo on the wall resembled one of the bodies. It was like a suspense drama. Old Yu quickly whipped out his phone to capture everything, just as the handsome guy returned home after dealing with his dad's situation. As he was about to unlock the door, he noticed the red cord he left in the doorframe had fallen, and he immediately knew someone was inside. And indeed, he saw Old Yu rummaging through the house. Old Yu discovered this notebook that clearly detailed each victim's information. It was his worst nightmare. Just as he was sinking into the realization, his phone suddenly buzzed, and an unknown number sent a text that, "We haven't talked in a while." Next, the stranger sent a picture of what he had just seen. Old Yu realized his son was nearby. He dashed outside, but the street was deserted. He received several more photos next, appearing to be taken from across the street. But when he finally arrived, panting, he discovered it was just a remote-controlled phone. Realizing he had fallen for the trap, he rushed back to the previous house. When he returned, he found chaos everywhere. All the crucial evidence was gone, even the footprints had been washed away. After all this chaos, the handsome guy realized he had to pick up the pace and take out Nomi before the police could catch him. Meanwhile, oblivious to everything, Nomi was snugly sleeping with her bestie, completely out of touch with time. When she lazily woke up and saw her bestie's goofy sleeping position, she was about to snap a picture, but was startled by a phone ringing. She quickly grabbed her phone to explain to her boss, only to find she had 78 missed calls. Oh no. Frantically realizing it was already past 11 a.m., she had no time to think about her needs and hurried to grab a taxi for the office. Upon arriving at the office, her colleagues were in an uproar, claiming she leaked company secrets online. Subtitle: "I'll capture the criminal and give back everything to him." After overhearing that Nomi had a falling out with her boss, the man crossed out the boss name. From then on, Nomi was just left with her bestie, and they started collaborating. Outside the police station, they were debating evidence for the hacker case with the cops. Unfortunately, Nomi had to seek help from that handsome guy she met at the tea shop. She was completely out of options. Little did she know, her dad had already been kidnapped, while she was actively looking for solutions. When she met the handsome guy, he first asked about her phone's battery usage, finding it was draining twice as fast as usual. Nomi frankly pointed out that her phone clearly had a spy program installed, or else how could it be like this? He mentioned that they would conduct a reanalysis after returning to the office to get a clear understanding, but Nomi detected his reluctance to share specifics. Obviously, someone had sneaked in and installed programs on Nomi's phone. He mentioned it while it was for tracking and monitoring, so it can't be adjusted directly, which was quite terrifying. Last night, it seems someone really did sneakily tamper with her phone.